Welcome back to my channel where I renovate a small house, something I've been working on for 2 years now. Although lately I've been spending more time tending to my chickens, and I would say that I've almost turned this small plot into a mini homestead. I'm growing some of my own food, and now I also get my own eggs. This episode is kindly sponsored by Omlet, and I will be working on a bunch of improvements on both my chicken coop and the little yard. I will also install an automatic coop door from Omlet, a company making products that simplifies life with animals. And I think that if it was just easy enough to have chickens, maybe more people would get a few, and then we wouldn't need to have chickens in large industries that would never get to see sunlight, for instance. Anyway, and apart from the eggs, they're also lovely company. In this episode, my hen Gertrud also reveals the eggs that she has been laying on for a few weeks, and I get to meet the first baby chicks. In my previous episode, I took down a little storage shed or whatever that I had on the front of the house. And yeah, it served me really well, but I took it down and now I'm kind of reusing whatever I can in order to make the chicken run a little bit bigger. And I also want them to have like a sheltered area where it doesn't rain on them. So yeah. Seems like most of the stuff I found in the shed and that I've been using for the shed will fit for this. I might use pallets for walls. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. I just came out to collect some eggs when I heard a bunch of magpies, and they were sat here laughing at me, eating an egg. Kind of annoying. I know my sister has this problem as well, and yeah, basically they just go into the coop, take it, and laugh. I hear you guys. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I cannot get to the middle of the roof, and I don't think this structure is sturdy enough for me to climb up there. Damn. I've got my sister coming to help me in a little bit, so maybe she can like hold the roof while I'm up there or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
Vi kan faktiskt lösa den mittengrejen. Nu har pytten gått ner.
We've had some really hot couple of days, as you might be able to tell. I'm totally sweaty. So I figured it would be the right time to come down here to see if these wild strawberries were ripe. And my god, I have never seen that many in one spot, like ever before. That's a potato plant that I accidentally planted, or rather, I forgot to. I didn't find that potato, and it's been in the ground since last autumn. And yeah, it's massive. I'm gonna take it. I just went into the coop to have a look at Gertrud to see how she was doing, and I heard some little beeping sounds, and there was a chicken. Oh my god. So exciting. Oh, chicken! But anyway, I hadn't anticipated to get chickens today. I can barely focus on anything else other than thinking about that. But I had planned to make some improvements to the coop, and I was at a shop yesterday and I saw this super cute little feeder, and it cost 300 kroners, and it was basically like a bucket upside down, lid on top, and then enough space down here for the food to come out, like a pretty regular one but in metal, which I would like to use. And I was this close to buying it until I thought, you know what, I can probably make one of them myself. So I have this, it's basically just aluminium pot from IKEA, and yeah, I have some brackets from IKEA, I have a little handle from IKEA, and one of the lids from the linseed oil paint, that's going to be the lid on top, and I think that's going to make a perfect feeder. Just realized this might be a handy tool. Tin can opener. Yeah, the metal is quite soft. See if it works. So the IKEA brackets, these are just for attaching shelves to the wall, I think. They weren't sturdy enough, but luckily I have these old handles that I saved from my old flat, actually. Not exactly the way I wanted it, but yeah, it'll do the job. The legs are in. That's just to get a distance from the ground, so the food can come out here. I realized these big bolts are a bit overkill. That's all I had, and I didn't want to go to the shop just to get a couple of smaller ones. Oh my god. So excited to get this installed. I've been using this little curtain when it's been sort of warm days because then they can just go out into the run whenever they want to in the morning without me having to get up and open the hatch. Sometimes I've had the hatch closed as well, but this is going to be such a major upgrade, and yeah, super excited. I have to make a little adjustment to the size of the hole because it needs to be 20 by 30 centimeters according to the manual. And today I've actually sort of rearranged inside of the chicken coop and yeah, made some changes to make more room for the chickens. There are 7 of them now. So yeah, quite exciting. But yeah, since I made that change, I think I'm gonna hold off with putting up the door until tomorrow because it's, yeah, too much excitement for the girls, I think. And also figure out like how I'm gonna sort of remodel the opening so I can fit the omelette on top. If I would have built my chicken coop knowing I was gonna install an outdoor, I would probably just make the hole the right size from the beginning. That would have made it a bit easier. Still think it's gonna be fine, but yeah, it's gonna be super cool. Daniel is helping me out with cutting the wood to make the little extra frame around the hole. Thought I heard him. I didn't. Let's go see how he's doing. So happy to have his help right now. This is my last week of work before I go on holiday, and my brain is fried. So it's quite nice to to get some help doing this, even if it's like super easy to install. It's like, yeah, something that needs to be done now in the evenings when I get some spare time. So this is gonna be super helpful. It's gonna be so nice to know that they're like safe in there. I don't need to go and open and close and like, yeah. Oh, a little luxury for my ladies. It also feels like super high tech, which is not really like, I'm pretty analog, I would say. So this feels like, yeah, quite techy. I like it.
Går det med de är så snygga de här?
Mhm.
Den är kopplad från bordet.
It's time to mount the door. Daniel is sitting behind the camera making funny faces to distract me, but I'm not gonna let that happen. So, the screws that came with the package, they don't actually fit for this house. You're supposed to attach it to the inside of the house as well, according to the manual. But I think that is when you don't have an insulated house. But here it's not like thick, it's like it's too thick basically to fit those screws. So I'm kind of hoping that the screws that I have laying around is gonna fit and do the job. Wow. So I'm using the time setting. You can also do a sensor, so it closes when it gets dark outside, but sometimes they don't want to go inside until quite late, so I think I prefer to set the time for now. And now it's
The outer door has a lot of features. This door does, for instance, hook up to Wi-Fi so that I can open and close the door through my smartphone. As of now, I don't have any power in the coop, so I will go with using regular batteries, which is not suitable if you want to connect to Wi-Fi. And if you're techier than me, you could also even connect it to Google Home or something similar.
This is gonna be my summer project, I believe. I've actually made a little priority list, despite me wanting to do everything sort of, whenever I feel like it. The plan is to try and replace all the wooden panels on this that are bad, and then replace the roof, basically. It's in really bad state, it rains through, and yeah. That's gonna be everything for this video. I'm not sure actually if I'm gonna take a little summer break and come back in August with a longer update, or if I'll be back in 2 weeks. I haven't decided, so much for planning, right? But I'll see you when I see you, and thank you so much for watching.